Coming up on City Spotlight, we're on location this time in Marshall. We'll talk with the Mayor of Marshall, John Trefz, and Jennifer Bishop of the Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce about the recent groundbreaking for the new swimming pool in Marshall, plus the addition of the new Marshall Lion statues around Marshall, and new economic development in Marshall. And then we'll talk about the Marshall Area Youth Network with Kelsey and Jaclyn Strohm about some of the different programs offered to the youth of Marshall. We're on location and we're talking all things Marshall next on City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com. And thank you to all of you for joining us for another edition of City Spotlight. We're on location once again. This time we're in Marshall. We'd like to welcome back to the program the Mayor of Marshall, John Trefz.
Thank you.
Good to see you again, Mayor.
Welcome back to Marshall.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here again. And Jennifer Bishop, the Executive Director of the Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce. Good to see you again, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure. We're inside City Hall Chambers, and last time we were in Marshall was last August for the third annual Night Out on the National Road. Great time. Really enjoyed that. Good episode on Marshall there. We're taping this on March 12th, and 10 days ago on March 2nd, we had an exciting groundbreaking for the new pool in Marshall. Good turnout, good weather. Mayor Trefz, what an exciting day for Marshall.
It was. It was a great day for Marshall. When you see many of our other cities in the area closing their pools, and yet our group raised nearly $1 million to pull this off, and we need the pool. It's going to be a great thing for Marshall. The weather was great. We had, I would guess, 100 people there for a groundbreaking. That's pretty neat. People are going to be proud of this unit.
Talked about traditions last August there on the Night Out on the National Road. We talked about the long-standing traditions in Marshall, some of the things that have been around for a long time, and the pool has been around since 1955, and the groundbreaking is the next step of the next chapter of the pool. You have to be really excited that the groundbreaking has happened because, you know, the next step is there.
Yes, the guys have been in there. The Boyer brothers have basically demolished the entire old facility, and there's nothing left. I mean, they're quick. Dirt, yeah.
Drove by there on the way here today, and can you tell us
looks a little different.
Some of the specs, or what? There are some pictures of artwork for what it's potentially going to look like. Can you guys tell us a little bit about what the new pool is going to have?
Well, it's going to have a zero entrance, which is going to be great. Like the beach side, everybody knows what zero entrance is. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 6 lanes for
I believe so.
The swim team? And then very nice slide, and the building itself, somewhat of a concession stand inside, nice shower facilities, changing facilities for the youngsters. Help me out here. What else?
I think there's a little mini splash pad for young children, possible like rock climbing wall. Everything will be ADA compliant. Which is a huge big plus and something we've never had. So anyone of any ability or interest will be able to swim, and that's huge for a community our size.
Absolutely. And Jennifer, you are in charge of the chamber and a lot of different projects. You're in charge of the Wall Dogs coming here, and this is going to be obviously a brand new shining thing here for Marshall, and it's got to be really exciting to be able to have this new shiny thing when it finally opens to show off again for Marshall.
It is. Every year I feel like we have exceeded and done another big project. You know, we had the Wall Dogs, 2016, 2017, we did the lion statues. Hopefully, you know, this next summer we'll have the pool and we'll be able to promote it. And it's not just, just something for kids to do. It really is an issue of quality of life for residents and surrounding area, and something to attract young people, any age, to our community. So it'll be a huge asset for us. So I'm really excited about it.
And I think a major thing is that it's staying in the same location.
Yeah.
Sometimes when new things get built in communities, it's in a completely different side of town. It's going to be in the same place that people have always known the pool to be.
Yep, the footprint's going to be a little different, slightly different, but it's still going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
What can we anticipate? A possible when will this be complete? When we can look forward to down the road?
I'll let you answer that.
Oh, thanks.
Put you on the spot.
We would hope,
Yes.
you know, late fall or late summer, or very early before school goes back. But realistically, you know, we're probably looking at 2019 early. But it'll be ready to go by 2019 unless some unforeseen thing. And this, what I've seen of the engineers, the Burbach company, Leander, yeah, I had that name wrong. Very competent builders. Some of the projects they've done around, we've all gone and looked at, or our engineers have gone and looked at them. Very competent people. Our people that are demolishing the old units, they're right on top of things. So I think it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time to open that up. And I'm looking forward to opening day so we can do some special things for the people of Marshall and the people who have given to allow this to happen. You know, but I'm not going to step on any toes on the committee because they're the ones who did it. I mean, they went out there and worked and sold it to the people, and the people opened up their wallets and purses and made it happen. So we will invite you back on opening day, I guarantee you.
I look forward to it. All the new facilities that we've had open in our central Illinois communities, we hope to be there for City Spotlight to showcase them and put a shining star on each community that has these awesome new facilities. I'm sure many people will be driving by, you know, from now through the summer to whenever it opens, just to get a glimpse of kind of what it looks like. So
Yeah.
very exciting time for Marshall.
We've
Yeah.
had several locals just driving out there and sitting and watching
Yeah.
the demolition for some of the old carpenters around town there.
Yeah.
And there are a few, let me change, very few left who had a design or some part of the original swimming pool when it was put in.
Yeah.
Of course, they're up there in the age now, and it's going to be very hard to find them, but I know there are a couple left.
Yeah.
So that would be great
And
for them.
I'm sure the great swimming tradition for the Marshall students that have been a part of the swim clubs and swim teams, they look forward to using that new facility as well.
No doubt.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that means there will not be a swimming pool this summer for folks in Marshall, first time since 1955. And so you guys have kind of made some changes to your summer plans. Jennifer, how has the pool being closed this summer affected or impacted your summer plans?
Well, not mine personally. No, I'm just kidding. We've just kind of been creative. We have, you have to think outside the box when you're talking about people of all ages. So the mayor and I and a couple of city folks thought it would be a really great idea to host a summer movie series. So we have, in June, we will show The Greatest Showman, and they'll be all after band concerts. Wow. So we have our national, long-standing band concerts that we've had forever. And then at the end of that, in June, June 1st will be The Greatest Showman. And the second weekend, we're talking about doing a street dance for all ages after the band concert. And then in July, Marshall Main Street is hosting their lemonade stand contest where kids come and do their own lemonade stand. That's really fun. My kids did that last year.
Yeah.
And then the following week, we're going to show Wonder after the band concert. And then in August, we're going to have a street dance. And then August 10th, today's the 12th, August 10th, we will be doing our National Night on the National Road.
Very good.
And then we will end it with Coco.
Very good.
And there will be an inflatable movie outside out on the courthouse lawn.
A few of those films I've recently caught up on. And
Well, I haven't yet, so I'm excited to.
So it'd be a treat for the residents of Marshall, anybody in the area, to come out and check out a new movie night. And Mayor, as we've talked about with yourself and Jennifer and in past episodes here on Marshall, having all these activities to give opportunities for the folks in the community to, have a good time.
It gives them the opportunity to enjoy their city. It gives us the opportunity as our leaders, if you want to call us that, the opportunity to present this for them. And it does more important thing, it sells Marshall. Shows people what we can do in a small town of 4,000 to raise $1 million for a pool, to have all this activity for our students, our kids, and adults. And this is all possible because of hard work, like the Chamber. The Main Street does some organizations. But probably the biggest thing we can say is thank you to those people who open their wallets and their purses and give us some support. We just, every time I've been around, anytime you ask, I've seldom been told no. You know, and that's what it takes. Quality of life in Marshall is great. Yeah, I know there's kids that say there's nothing to do. Well, get out of Marshall and go see what there is. You know?
Even if we weren't providing things, there are so many organizations in this town. There is something going on every weekend or almost every night.
Almost, yeah. I mean, it may be something that's not simple, but a basketball game or a volleyball game. We have wonderful band concerts within the school. Yeah. My granddaughter just last Friday had what kind of a program you want? Just a band concert in the gym. But that means all these kids are together. They're learning. They're exhibiting what their talents are, and our parents or grandparents are ready to be out there and cheer them on. Yeah.
A lot of great opportunities, activities for all ages in Marshall to enjoy. So
absolutely.
Best of luck with that. We're going to talk now about the new lion statues, which if you've driven around Marshall in the last year or so, they're all around town and they're very beautiful. Variety of colors. They're sponsored by different organizations. There's 12 of them. Can you tell us how many there are and why are they out there?
We did 13 last year. We just wanted to add another fun element to the community for kids to get excited about. You know, I love taking the first graders around to the Wall Dog Tour, which I did for the first time last year. And I have them scheduled for this year. But to add the lions to them and just the artwork on them that Gaslight Art Colony has provided on them are impeccable. I mean, they are just very beautiful. So it's just another element to add to the community, and we actually just ordered 7 more. And they're being painted as we speak. So hopefully by mid-April we can have them out and display for the community. So I just think they're such a great addition. And people always ask us why lions. Well, we're the Marshall Lions, and I don't know. It just makes a good connection for us. So
in the past couple of years, beautiful artistic additions to Marshall. The murals, obviously, which we were here for, and these new lions. So Marshall has definitely stepped up their beautification, I guess.
Yes, and there's still things coming for sure. So I'm not going to tell you about them, but we have a few other things up our sleeves this year.
So the old TV adage, stay tuned. We'll find out. Very good. Lastly, let's talk about economic development. And one thing I want to follow up on that we touched upon last August, it was under construction at the time, a new memory care facility there on Route 40. And it's a beautiful new facility. Tell us about that.
It is. Willowbrook Living wanted to come to Marshall. We found them a great location, and they agreed to do 12 rooms in town, and so they started on building 1. They had so many commitments within the first couple of months before the first building was even built. They were ready to go on to the next location, and the owner said, nope, we're building number 2 before we move on to the next community. Wow. So they went ahead with number 2, not too long after they started 1, really.
Wow. I think after they had about the 6th person come in and reserve a room for the original, I believe he made that decision then. Yeah. Right away. He knew there was a need, and there definitely is a need.
Yeah, yeah. So they now have 24 rooms, and they have not opened the second building yet, but it is not far from that this spring. So we'll probably have their ribbon cutting here this spring and celebrate what a great addition they are to our community.
Okay, and that second building there, that's where's that location is with?
Right next door.
Right next door. Okay, yes. Very good.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Very good. Any other economic development that you can tell us about, Jennifer, as we are in basically right before the cusp of spring here in Marshall?
Yes, it's starting to get very busy. I foresee it to be a busy year. Okay. We've had a lot of interest in our community, a lot of phone calls, a lot of interest. We do have a new bank going in out by Walmart, out on Route 1. I always get those mixed up. Route 1, so they should be starting here very soon. Okay. Our Casey's General Store closed down to remodel, so they are taking that, they are demolishing it and rebuilding. We hear it's going to be one of the biggest in the Midwest, so we're very excited to see that open up in August. Make sure I have my dates correctly.
Right. Yeah.
I've noticed in some communities through my travels on the road, some of those Casey's have a new look, so it might be mirroring some of the other
Yes.
ones that I've seen. So
Yeah.
look forward to that.
Yes, we're very excited about Casey's opening up in August, and the bank should be open up sometime this summer. So lots of interest, lots of developments. It's great. It's been phenomenal.
Phenomenal. And Mayor, we're at that time of the year where we're getting close to the end of the fiscal year. How are things fiscally with the city of Marshall, and as you guys wrap up here, with just a few months to go to the end of the fiscal year?
It's tight. Some of that reasoning is that we dedicated a lot of money,
Right.
1.25 to the pool, but we're not hurting, and that's because, and I've always said this, we are in good shape for the most part, and it's because of past mayors and past councils who have spent money like it's their own, and we will continue to do that as best we can. But it's a great place to live here. I'm happy. I'm honored to be their mayor.
Very good. The not too near distant future is very bright in Marshall, a new pool and many other things. And we thank you for the time. Mayor Trefz, John Trefz, the mayor of Marshall. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And Jennifer Bishop, executive director of the Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce. Always great to see you again, Jennifer.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And coming up next here on City Spotlight, we'll talk about the Marshall Area Youth Network with executive director Kelsey O'Rourke. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Marshall. And we're back here on City Spotlight, this on-location episode on Marshall. We've left City Hall, traveled a few blocks over to the Marshall Schools Administration Building, and we're going to talk now in this segment about the Marshall Area Youth Network. And we're going to talk in this segment with two ladies here that are very familiar with the program. Kelsey O'Rourke, she's the executive director of Maine. Welcome, Kelsey.
Thank you.
And Jaclyn Strohm, she's the program coordinator with Maine. Thank you. Welcome to the program, Jaclyn.
Thanks.
We'll refer to the program as Maine, M-A-Y-N, the rest of the program. And you guys are both first-time guests here on City Spotlight. We thank you for being here. Tell us about yourselves. First off, Kelsey.
Yes, my name is Kelsey O'Rourke. I currently live here in Marshall. I am the executive director of Maine. I have been with this organization since 2015. I became the director in 2017 after I was the program coordinator for 2 years. I live here with my husband, Joey, and we have 2 kids.
Very good. Thank you. Jaclyn, tell us about yourself, please.
My name's Jaclyn Strohm. I've lived in Marshall for 14 years. I've been with Maine for about 9 months. My husband, Corey, and I live here with our 3 small children.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being on. And before we get into the specific programs involved with Maine, tell us about the history of the program here in Marshall. I understand it's been around quite a while.
Yes. Maine was founded in 1994. We are currently celebrating our 24th year right now. It came from the idea of a lot of people in the community that came together and thought this is what we really needed for our youth.
The mentoring program, why is mentoring needed in a community? That basic principle, tell us why mentoring is such an important thing for the youth of a community.
Most of our students are referred by either their teacher, their principal, or even sometimes a parent. There's specific needs that they can be referred for. And we try to let all the mentors know what needs they were referred for so that they can focus on giving them attention in that area.
Okay, very good. Let's talk a little bit about a couple of programs involved with Maine, the Lunch Buddy program and the Career Mentoring program. Which one do we want to start with?
Well, the Lunch Buddy program is grades kindergarten through 6th. An adult mentor meets with their student during their lunchtime at their school, and they can either play games or just talk. Sometimes if there's more than one mentor and student in the same room, they kind of form a friendship and get to know their friends as well and can encourage their student with homework or grades or whatever they're struggling with in life.
And what's the feedback been from that program on how it's impacted those youth?
All the students love it.
Very good.
They look forward to meeting their mentor each week.
Excellent. A different age bracket of youth is the Career Mentoring program. We're dealing with high school and juniors and seniors in high school. Tell us about that.
So it's pretty much the same idea as your lunch buddy. It's the same students that just move up in the program. Once they reach the 7th grade, junior high, they become career mentors. And so we are taking them to their mentor's place of employment, where they learn more hands-on skills and they get used to the workforce and just different skills that they're not going to learn inside the school. So.
And both those programs rely upon people in the community that have their own careers, that are taking the time out. They see the value and the importance of being there for the youth of the community. And as you know, we talked about beforehand, this program wouldn't be nearly 25 years strong without the backing of so many people in the community.
Yes, we are very thankful for our mentors. We currently have 98 mentors in our program, and they are the reason that we are here, because they are truly what makes this program work. So we're very thankful for them.
Okay, very good. And we have the Marshall leadership team. That's another thing we can talk about here. Tell us about that, please.
The Marshall leadership team, we interview 4 to 5. We interview them in 8th grade, and they stick with us all the way till they're a senior. We interview them on basically, who is not necessarily at risk, but who can we make a better leader. Right. So we work with them through our 5 workshops. So we host 5 workshops for each class: freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and then we do an overall kickoff at the beginning of the year.
The after-school program, anything we want to talk about there? I understand that's another thing that's offered here through Maine.
We just do that twice a year at the upper elementary school. Earlier in the fall, we did 5th and 6th grade, and we did a segment with them on manners and how to behave in different situations. We taught them how to write thank you notes and how to behave at a friend's house. And then we're planning our spring workshop within the next month for 3rd and 4th grade. We haven't quite finalized the theme yet, but we're looking forward to that.
You've been with the program a little bit longer than Jaclyn, but what makes you most proud about what this program offers? You have a variety of programs for a variety of different youth. You're reaching out to the kids of this community. What are you most proud, each of you, about what this program offers to the youth of Marshall?
I think the people in here in Marshall would all agree. It's the community support that you receive in everything that you do. The community really truly cares about the kids and what's best for everyone. So that's really what makes Marshall so great.
Okay. Jaclyn?
I am really proud of the mentors and how many we have and how dedicated they are to all of their kids. Previously, I've been in a position where I worked with adults who sometimes aren't as responsible, and it's great to see these adults who have their own family, but they still care so much for people who aren't related to them, or they won't be getting anything back from their student necessarily.
Okay. And we talked about the strength in numbers. You said 98 mentors total. There's also a very strong financial support of the program. That's, again, nearly 25 years. Talk about those that financially back the program.
So we are a United Way agency, as well as we have numerous fundraisers throughout the year. We also apply for different grants. We received the Mental Health 708 grant through Clark County. We also received the Gerald Forsythe grant this year. Some upcoming fundraisers that we're looking forward to. We host our flashlight egg hunt each year. This year it's on March 24th at 7:30 at the fairgrounds, and as well as our administration luncheon, which is April 25th at the St. Mary's Parish Hall. So we're looking forward to both of those.
All right, very good. Lastly, before we conclude here, both of you guys, the school year is just a couple months left to go. Any other upcoming events that you look forward to that, or possible down the road, the future growth of the program? Nearly 25 years here in Marshall. Any other upcoming events or things that you're looking forward to with the program?
We'll be participating in some of the school's track days or their end of the year party, and then we'll have conclusion parties for the mentoring program at the beginning of May as well, so that all the mentors can say goodbye to their students at the same time.
Okay. And Kelsey, anything in particular you're looking forward to down the road, in addition to those upcoming fundraisers that you mentioned?
No, I think those are all they're all great events that we're looking forward to.
All right. A wonderful program here, nearly 25 years in Marshall, the Marshall Area Youth Network. We thank Kelsey O'Rourke and Jaclyn Strohm. Appreciate your time here on City Spotlight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And that'll do it for this edition of City Spotlight on location in Marshall. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. City Spotlight is on YouTube. Past episodes can be viewed on East Central Illinois towns that have been featured on City Spotlight. Just search on YouTube City Spotlight with the show number and the name of the town. Listed on your screen are the recent episodes of City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.